right. For the following inequalities, is -4 part of the solution set? So, not quite sure why they've given you this one, because we haven't talked about negative numbers besides being it above and below the surface. So we haven't multiplied negative numbers. We haven't done anything with negative numbers. So we're going to kind of walk through this together. All right, so if I substitute -4 in, we can do that one, right? So if I read the inequality, is -4 greater than -5? And that should be yes, because if we're on a number line, -4 is here, -5 is here, and 0 is there. So -4 is closer to 0, so it is. All right, then the next one is 2 is greater than -4. Well, of course, because 2 is here, -4 is here. So B works. Then we get into the part to where you guys probably wouldn't know what to do. So if I substituted -4 in for x, okay, so when I multiply a negative times a positive, I get a negative number. Okay, so this is the inequality that I get. -12 plus 4. So this is where you got to think about money. So if you owed someone $12 and gave them 4 back, excuse me, you would owe them $8. Okay? And this is -8. So -8 is greater than or equal to -8. So that inequality is true because it is equal to. And then we go to the next one. 5 times -4 less than or greater than 2 times -4 minus 3. So this would give me -20. 2 times -4 is -8. Minus 3. So these are tricky when we have a negative. So we, in 7th grade, because this is a 7th grade standard, we do what we call add the opposite. Some people call it keep, change, flip. So you keep it, you change it to the other side. So if I owe someone -8 and I borrow 3 more, I owe $11. So -20 is less than or equal to -11. So D also works. And then the last one says -6 is less than 4 minus 2x. Well, for x, we're going to substitute in -4. So what happens, there's a negative here, so I'm going to change it. My pen is dead, so let me grab another one. To its opposite. I'm going to add the opposite. So that means it's -2 times -4. So that is -8 plus 4 is less than -6. Well, I owe someone 8. I give them 4. So I still owe them 4. So is -6
Hey girl, I'm sorry I'm late.
less than -4? All right, so E works as well. So all of them in today's work. Okay? All of them in today's work. So I actually have several people that have logged in.
Can you keep this up?
I will. So I see Mason logged in. Still don't see Aiden. Still don't see Savannah. I think that was Brianna that said hi. 11:25. And then who else are we missing? And then Skyland. Alright, so no Chloe. Ethan's never been here. Yes.
Can you zoom out? And is that a negative sign above the 8? The check mark button?
This one, yeah, it should be -8. Yep. Yep. All right, so while you guys are waiting for Gia to finish copying, we are on page 453. 453.
Miss Lavelle. 453?
Yes.
So I won't be able to do the bell ringer because I started it this week, but like I was like transferring places yesterday, and I lost my book that I was doing it in, and I don't have any ink to
Just write it on a sheet of paper.
Okay.
All right, hold on. I gotta take a phone call. Hello. Yeah, and then, you know, of course, he doesn't want to take notes, don't want to show process. So that's been a big thing. So procedural, so he doesn't want to call complete procedural steps, maybe? Yeah. Right, for later on comprehension or something like that. Procedurals for later retention or something like that. Because that's the problem, is he doesn't write anything down, and then when he goes to study, there's nothing there. Right. Right. Well, and the problem's going to be, because he's in advanced class, he's probably going to be in algebra next year. And he's got to show procedurals, or he is definitely going to flounder in Algebra 1. Yeah, especially with STEMRIC, because you know STEMRIC. Yep. So, okay, well, let me get back to this. Right, right. Yeah. Okay, let me get back to class. Okay, bye. All right, sorry, guys. All right, so Skylar, just write it down on a sheet of paper and submit it into Focus that way. Okay, Skylar? Yeah, anybody can do that, guys. If you can't print the bell ringer, that's okay. Just write it on a sheet of paper and then submit it that way. Okay?
Or write it on the Word document. Like type it in the Word document.
Exactly. Or you can type in the Word document. That's why I attached both of them. Okay? So either one. And a lot of you guys in this class are missing out on extra credit points. And guys, I don't take extra credit late. So if you don't submit it by midnight tonight, I don't take it next week. Okay. All right. So we should be on page 453. 453.
Miss Lavelle?
Yes.
Can you take like a picture of like the bell ringer so like I could do it? Because I just got a piece of it.
No. Because you're supposed to follow along every day. So, because the file is on Monday. So go to Monday. Okay? So go to Monday, download it, look at it, and try to answer them the best you can. All right, so today we are making histograms and frequency tables. So our objective today is to determine an appropriate interval for the data and construct a frequency table and a histogram. So a histogram is a bar graph whose bars represent the frequencies of numeric data within equal intervals. All right, so sorry, I don't like the way it's projecting that. It's weird. All right, so When there is a large number of data values, it is helpful to group data into intervals. A histogram is a way to show the frequency of numeric data. So a Taekwondo school teaches many ages of students. The ages of the students are shown in the histogram. The height of each bar represents, so what does the height of each one of my bars represent? So what does each one of these bars? Students, thank you. Okay, number of students. So you can find the total number of students that were included in the data by finding the, so what are we looking for?
Age.
The age or the height, right? Because the height of each bar. So the height of each bar. And what are we going to do with all these heights? So this is 13, this is 15, this is 10, this is 7, and this is 4. So what do we do to find the total?
Add them together.
Yep, add them together. All right, so now we're going to look at this data. So we're going to look at between 25 and 28, which is here, and how many students are in that data set. Yep, 4. All right, so what about the 9 to 16-year-olds?
To 16 or 9 to 12? Or
it says 9 to 16. So that means we're going to do how many columns?
2.
Yeah. So one has 13, one has 15. So what do we have total?
28.
Yes, so 28 students are in those 2 columns. All right, and then what is the age range?
13 to 16.
Yep. That have the greatest number. So 13 to 16 is sitting at 15, so it has the greatest number. All right, so the difference between the number of students and the 13 to 16 and the 17 to 20 is how much?
5 students.
Yep. 5 students. So pretty easy so far, right? All right, so the turn and talk says, can you make a dot plot from a histogram?
Yes.
We could, right? But
Yeah, but it would take a lot.
yes, so we could, but it is not the most efficient. We could if we wanted to, be there all day. All right, are we good? Anybody still copying?
No, ma'am.
All right.
No, ma'am.
So let's move on. So now we are going to create a frequency table. Okay? So the best thing sometimes to do is to put them in order from least to greatest. Okay? So that's what we need to do. So it looks like 7 is the smallest. And then I cross them off as I go. And then it looks like we have 2 8s. Do we have a 9? Doesn't look like it. I see 1 10. I see 2 10s. Okay, and then I see an 11. I see a 12.
I'm so sorry. My computer just wasn't working.
I see a 13.
There's 2 12s.
There's 2 12s. Yep, I missed one. And then we should have a 13. Sorry, I was going back and marking Damon here. Okay, so then 15, yep. Where is that at? Right there. 116. 2 16s? Yep, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, then what?
And then 18.
Okay. Then 19,
19.
right? Yep.
20.
20.
22. 21. 21.
Yep. Then a 22.
Then 22 and then 27.
Oh, I think.
24.
Isn't there?
24 and then 23.
Yeah, so we need a 23, 24, and then a 27. Yep. All right, so our numbers vary, right? What do they vary from?
From 7 to 27.
Yep, from 7 to 27. All right, and then our intervals, they're telling us we're going to use a scale from 1 to 30. Right? So then my intervals would probably be 5. And they tell you that kind of down here in the frequency table. Right? All right, so we're going to go from 1 to 5.
5 to 10.
6 to 10.
6 to 10.
Yeah. And what's the next one?
11.
11 to 15, right? 16 to 20. 21 to...
25.
Oh, yeah. I skipped a bunch, didn't I? 21 to 25, and then 26 to 30. Yep. All right, so then from here, we're going to count how many we have. So they kind of already gave us the 1 to 5, right?
And the 6 to 10.
Right. So then 11, 15, 16 to 20, 21, 25, 26 to 30. All right, so how many numbers do we have in the 6 to 10? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
Okay, how many are in the 11 to 15?
5.
Yeah.
5.
Okay, what about 16 to 20?
5. 5.
Okay, what about 21 to 25? 4.
4.
And then how many here?
1.
Yep. All right, so it says, what is another way you could display the data from the frequency table? So we don't always have to do, whole numbers. So I could have done tally marks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's another way we could do it. We could use tally marks.
Dots.
Yep. We could have done a dot plot. Okay?
We also could have done dots in the frequency boxes.
Yep. So there's quite a few ways we could have done that frequency table. Okay, are we good? Can I move on?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. All right, so now we're going to put it all together, and we're going to draw a frequency table, an interval, and then from the frequency table, we're going to do a histogram. All right, so we're going to order our data.
8,
Yep.
8, 9, 11,
12, 13,
I don't see a 14, so 15.
17,
21,
28, 31,
34,
37,
uh-huh,
and then 43 and 50, right? Is that the last two?
yeah.
Yep. Okay. You can't really see that. I'm going to move this down here so you guys can see it. All right. So what are our numbers range from?
From 8 to 50.
Yeah. So it tells us we're going to use numbers 1 to 50.
oh God,
All right. So our intervals, we're only going to have 5, right? So 1 to 10, 11 to
21,
20. Yep. And then 21 to
30,
yep.
31 to 40,
Yep.
41 to 50.
You got it. All right. Then you're going to come down to the histogram and you're going to relabel the bottom. So 1 to 10, 11 to, huh?
frequency went on the side.
So not our intervals. Our frequency is how many are that number. All right, so then 21 to 30, 31 to 40, and 41 to 50. Okay? And then our frequency is just going to go by 1. Because we didn't have any numbers that repeated. And 2, I don't think we'll have more than 5 in each column. All right, so how many do we have in the 1 to 10?
2,
Yep, so it looks like 2. So I can put the number 2 or I can put 2 tally marks, however you want to do it. Okay, so 11 to 20.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So once again, you can put the tally marks or just write the number. So 21 to 30, 31 to 40, 41 to 50. All right, how many are in 21 to 30?
2,
Yep. 31 to 40.
3,
And then the last one?
2.
Okay, so either one of those would be fine. All right, and then you just draw your bars. So 1 to 10 would be 2. So there's that one. 11 to 20 is 5. So what I usually do is I just connect it to that part of that box there. All right, and then 21 to 30 is 2, so it's going to go back to here. And if you want to color them, guys, you can, if you want to color them in, you can. It doesn't really matter which, so you can see the difference. And then 3. So go up from here, over and down. And then the last one is at 2 again. So you can do whatever you want. So if you, like I did every other one, I could come back and maybe, if I want to, put my slashes this way. So you can kind of tell the difference between them. However you want to do it. Doesn't matter. If you have colored pencils, you can color it in. Alright? And that's it, guys. That's how you do a frequency table, and that's how you draw a histogram. Pretty easy. Alright, so take a few minutes, and I want you to work on check understanding 1 and 2. 1 and 2, and then we'll come back and check it, okay? Make sure everybody's on the right page. So I'm going to give you 5 minutes. If you finish before the 5 minutes is up, you can move on to the on your own. It is 3 pages. So you will have some time today to work on the on your own, but we will finish the on your own on Monday. Okay? So you will have a whole class period on Monday to finish it. You've already finished it? Well, then I will have to look. Give me a second.
It's in math anyway. I actually did all my work for this week because I actually thought it was going to do this week because into math says it's going to do it.
Okay, give me a second. I got to open on. Ooh, somebody sharpening their pencil. I got to go open the on.
Sorry.
That's okay. I got to open the on your own. The into math, sorry.
That is one loud pencil sharpener.
And my computer is slow.
Probably sorry.
It's okay, Gia.
Okay. I was just joking. I'm just coloring it in purple and then I'm adding color to it so I know which one is which.
Okay. Well, don't spend too much time, okay? All right, so what lesson is this? 14.3, right?
So.
It doesn't say that you finished the on your own, Kane.
Let me see.
Yeah, it shows me 3 people that have started, Donovan, Jermaine, and Natalie, but it doesn't show me that you finished 14.3.
Maybe he forgot to submit it. Like, click the submit button.
Well, it doesn't even say he started it, so that's why.
Okay, then.
Yeah, I don't know. I give up too.
Oh, I guess you put in your assignment then. Did I finish the work from this week?
Right, that is correct. That's why I said
That's right.
the on your own is not due until next Friday. But if you want to get a start on it, because it is 3 pages long, then you have that opportunity.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Really do it over the weekend because I'm going to Orlando. But I'll try and see if I can do some of it on like Sunday.
But Gia, it's not due until the 16th.
16th.
Right, so you have plenty of time to finish the on your own. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Thank goodness.
Yeah, you'll have plenty of time on Monday, unless you're not going to be here Monday.
I know it shows that I'm unmuted
muted, but I'm technically not unmuted.
Huh?
Can you hear me after I do this?
No.
Yeah.
Now I can hear you.
Yeah.
I don't know. All right, let's see. Somebody put something in the chat. Let's see. Oh, why is my computer so slow? All right, so let me make sure my attendance is right. So I still do not see Savannah. And I still do not see Chloe. So if you guys are here.
Chloe didn't show up all week.
Yep. Unfortunately, I can't control you guys when you're at home. All I can do is call a parent and make parental contact. Okay, so. Frequency table. So one thing we could have done here, right, is we could have done tally marks. I didn't really have to do them in order. So I could have looked at it and I could have said, all right, 38 falls in here, 59 falls over here, and do my tally marks. So what was finish my intervals here. So what should be here? 31 to what?
40.
Look, if y'all can't come in here and be quiet, then you can't leave your stuff in here anymore. All right, and then the last one is what?
61 through 70.
Yep. All right, so how many numbers did I have in 21 to 30? Now here's one. And 21 to 30? I see 20.
Yeah, there's 38, 40.
No,
30,
38 would go here. Only 21 to 30. So that would be 21 and 29. So that would be 2. Okay, then 31 to 40 would have 4. So here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. And here's the 4th one. All right, what about 41 to 50? So here's 1 with 40. All right, so I got 49. Where's the other one?
48.
48, yep. All right, and what about 51 to 60? So 59.
4.
54. 53 and 55, right? So there should be 4. Yeah.
Did you get any paychecks this week? Because I was supposed to get like 30-something.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even check my box this morning.
Okay.
I'll go check it at lunch.
Okay.
Okay. All right, and then
Miss Lavelle?
yeah.
The 2, 4, 2, 4. It's kind of like a pattern at the beginning, but then the 6 and 61 through 70 just like brings in another addition.
Yep, because there's 3 there, right? 1, 2, 3. Yep. All right, so then number 2 wants you to go back to up here. Okay? Because it says, go back to task 2 or task 3 and change our intervals. So instead of doing 1 to 10, we're now going to do 1 to 20. Or 0 to 20, actually. So if I do 0 to 20, right, so that means this one and this one are now added together. how many would be in there? 5 and 2.
7.
Yep, so there would be 7 in that interval. Between 21 and 40, so that's this one and this one, we would have 3 and 2.
5.
Yeah. And then the last one is 41 to 60, which is only one of those, right? And that would be
2.
Yep. So that's what you would have on the bottom one. All right. So you can go ahead. You have plenty of time. You have, what time did the bell ring? 12:08? Is that when it rings? So you have about 12 minutes to get some of the on your own done.
Can you help me on number 4B?
All right. So, well, we kind of need to do A though, right? So A varies from what? What's my least number?
16 to 40.
Yep. All right, so they kind of tell you, so we're going to use 5 intervals. So between 16 and...
I just need help on the first one, like the first interval. Is it 16 to 20? Or 16 to 21?
It would probably be 20.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's all I needed.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah, once you figure out that first interval, you should be able to get the rest. But just always trial and error, right? You can always, if you're using a pencil, always erase it if you didn't get that right. But it should be, looks like 5. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yep, you're going by 5s. You should be working on your own, Brianna. You'll have Monday to work on it as well, but you should go ahead and start working on it.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm. He says, how many bars will be used to represent the intervals in the histogram of the team points? Okay, well, how many frequencies did we have? Right, so this is 7 to 9. So if I have 3 frequencies, I'm going to have 3 bars. So whatever that represents, 1, and then 2, 3. So you'll have 3 bars. You're welcome.